Is this what I think it is? Is it Daryl? Is bully ball returning to Philadelphia? Nah, for real, man. Let's talk about it.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back on in to the second day of NBA free agency after going quiet. That is right, breaking news. The Philadelphia 76ers are signing free agent Andre Drummond to a one-year deal with the 76ers per Woj. This is breaking. A lot of people are throwing out their frustrations. Other people are excited. I'm going to go ahead and give down, a breakdown of my thoughts on this. I can't believe this. Literally 5 minutes ago, I was reading Dwight Howard's farewell post to Ben Simmons and the Philadelphia 76ers fans, and he ended the post by, a heartfelt Philadelphia post, and he said, "Bend your knees, Ben." And I thought that was the perfect way to, farewell to the Philly fans and send yourself off and back to LA. And I was just talking about last night how we were going to miss Dwight and that experience and that toughness. And what do? We sign Andre Drummond. But before we talk about it, let's go back and through the history books for a second. Look at this, man. The Philadelphia 76ers are either trying to win basketball games through bully ball, or they are trying to make a meme of the whole NBA world. Remember this? Remember this in 2018? Joel said he owns real estate, and Drummond said they've gone back and forth. I'm on my way to build more. Then there was a post by Drummond. That man is fat, out of shape, talks all day. I'm not worried about him. If I can't guard him, why is he so happy to have me out of the game? And let's be honest, Joel Embiid has owned Andre Drummond almost every single time. I mean, I remember the last time I think Drummond was with the Pistons, he literally sat out because, people were saying it was because he didn't want to face Embiid, but I think he was injured or something like that. But, man, these guys have a history, and it is going to be fun with these two and their toughness and the energy they bring. But let's talk about this real quick for a second. The Sixers, they waived George Hill last night, clearing up, I think, $8.8 million in cap space, and they go out and they sign Andre Drummond. Now, people are going off the bridge saying, what are we doing? Are we bringing back bully ball? I'm just kidding when I say that. This is a great signing for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers bring in another veteran center. It's hard to believe, but Andre Drummond is 27 years old. He's a two-time All-Star. He's made the NBA All-Third team. He has led the league in rebounding 4 times, I believe, and he is a heck of a defender. And what he brings more than Dwight Howard is a great post game. Now, people think that, we're going to bring Drummond in and he's going to play a lot of minutes. To be quite honest, going throughout Drummond's career, he was an all-star with the Detroit Pistons and he looked like the next big thing. He hasn't really been able to develop a shot to his game. And I thought we may go out and target a center with a bit more shooting. But, a lot of guys were getting taken up yesterday. And I was wondering what we were going to do. So the Sixers go out and they bring in a vet. Even though he's only 27, he's been around the game. He understands. He's tough, just like Dwight Howard was. And honestly, at this point, I really don't think there's much of a drop-off, which is why I'm very, very happy about this, just as a backup center type of signing. Andre Drummond, he's signing a one-year veteran minimum deal, so it's probably going to be around like $2-3 million. I'm not exactly sure what the figure is, but this is kind of just a prove-it year for Drummond. Honestly, I cannot believe, as I sit right here, reacting to this, I can't believe that he signed a one-year vet minimum deal. You're telling me there wasn't interest around the league? I had heard some rumors that he was about to get paid by teams like the Rockets, and even though they signed like Daniel Tice yesterday, and there's a couple other, low-tier teams that were really interested, according to sources, in Andre Drummond. So the fact that he took a one-year minimum deal to sign with the Sixers, it shows he wanted to come here, and he thinks that we have a legitimate shot of playing ball. I can't believe he did it to come here with Joel Embiid, but it's actually crazy that we were able to get this done. And Andre Drummond, he hasn't had a great situation the last couple years. He went to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was balling out, putting up 18 and 15 a game. Doing his thing on the defensive end. They ended up sitting him because, obviously they were trying to tank and, they were just going to end up buying him out, which is what they did. Obviously, he went to the Lakers this past deadline, and that whole extravaganza did not work whatsoever because he couldn't fit next to Anthony Davis, and that's a problem similar to what we had with Dwight Howard, where You know, if Ben Simmons is on this team, he can't run with the second unit with Andre Drummond, but we're going to see what happens if you put guards around Drummond. I still believe he can be a great interior force. He can protect the rim. He's a great shot blocker, and we know what he's going to do. He can give you 10 to 15 rebounds a game, and he can give you 15 points a game, maybe 10 points a game off the bench. I think it's the great, you know, one of the greatest pickups in terms of signing a backup center that we could have targeted in this free agency class. Although we're not going to get a guy that can knock down shots from deep, Drummond's presence inside, you know, he's just a big dude. I think he's 7 foot. I don't even know how much he weighs, but he is a tank, man, and he still has a lot left to give. And I kind of think this is like a prove it year for Andre Drummond. Now, you know, a lot of people, especially in terms of the Lakers fans, got pissed off with him at times, but again, he didn't really fit in the scheme. So I think bringing that toughness and bringing that experience off the bench for the Sixers is going to be great. And as Dwight Howard farewells to Philadelphia and our fans, I think it's a great signing to at least go out here and get something done. Now we don't have to worry about backup center, right? Paul Reed's still going to try to get some minutes. Charles Bassey could at least compete, but those guys aren't ready yet. This shows me that we're still, in terms of competition, we're still trying to go out here and sign some vets and make this a formidable roster that can compete next season. So at the end of the day, welcome to Philadelphia, Andre Drummond. I never thought, all the days of trolling, I never thought I would be up here saying this right now, but I'm excited to have Drummond as our backup center. If you're overreacting to this, just realize he is not going to be starting. He is coming off the bench. And, you know, he's going to give us the production that we need off the bench as long as he stays healthy, and he's going to bring that Philly toughness. So we'll see how Joel welcomes him in. But the Sixers go out and finally make a signing from a guy that wasn't on the team last year. Obviously, we signed Korkmaz last night. Andre Drummond to Philadelphia as our new backup center on a veterans minimum deal. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.